Jay Turner alongside Scott Gillen for this afternoon's broadcast here on WCLU 104.7 FM. Our studio producer is Jake Norris, and our live stream provided by Aaron Russell and the BC Live crew. Also, you can hear us online at WCLUradio.com by clicking sports at the top of the web page. Then listen to Barren County Sports and follow the link. The Trojans now 24-10 on the season. They defeated Monroe County yesterday by a score of 1-0, while South Warren coming in at 28-8 shut out Logan County 10-0 in 6 innings. The Trojans and Spartans met twice during the regular season. South Warren winning both games 7-0 on March 25th at Barren County and 3-0 on May 15th at South Warren. South Warren coach Chris Gage is the only head coach since the school was established in 2011. He has a 327-win, 206 loss record overall and has been quite successful, winning 5 Region 4 championships in 2012, 14, 15, 19, and 23. South Warren was the 14th district runner-up to Greenwood this year, with Barren County the champions of District 15. Barren County trying to get a regional championship game, trying to get there for the first time since Scott Gillen coached the Trojans in 2008, and they won the 4th region that year. That's been 17 years ago.
How time goes by fast. I was a younger man back then.
You were younger back then. I was too.
Yeah, a lot of good memories here of Western, and been in this regional tournament several times, and we were fortunate enough to win it in 2008, but also come in here at times and got spanked the first game, so been on both sides of the fence, and a lot of good memories here at WKU, that's for sure.
Well, the Trojans will need to hit the ball today. They've only scored 3 runs in the last 2 games. That district championship game against Warren East, they won 2-0, and then they beat Monroe County yesterday 1-0. It's been a pitcher's duel the past 2 ball games, and we'll see what happens here today. I think it doesn't matter how much you win by, whether it's 1 run or 5 runs, but those games that are low scoring like that, it shows you how much pitching's been going on in those 2 games.
Well, if you've listened to us in the past, I think I've mentioned this more than once. The name of the game in high school baseball is if you can pitch and play defense, that's going to keep you in a lot of games. Now, you're still going to have to put some runs across the plate, but if you get solid pitching and good defense, you're always in it.
Yeah.
So, like you said, it don't matter this time of the year if it's 10-0, 1-0, 5-4, 3-2. Mm-hmm. You're still moving on, and so we'll take another 1-0. You'd rather not. I've been there on that side too, man, and it's kind of like it's like, gosh, man, can we get some distance? But we can't do it. But we'll take a 1-0 win tonight here, too. We'll take that again. Yes, sir.
Yep. Let's take a look at the lineups for this afternoon's ball game between the South Warren Spartans and the Barren County Trojans. First for South Warren, under head coach Chris Gage. At third base and batting first is 23 Camden Page. Griffin Rarden will be the shortstop. He'll be batting second. In left field is number 12, Ethan Reynolds. He'll be batting third. Batting fourth is the center fielder, number 10, Brandon Perkins. Ty Krogan will be at second base. He'll be batting fifth. Whereas number 4, Jackson Decker, number 15, will be in right field. He'll be batting sixth. The DH is number 13, Casey Green, and he'll be batting seventh. Batting eighth is the first baseman, Gray Pearson, and Joseph Fentress will be the catcher. He'll be batting at the bottom of the order. On the mound today for the Spartans will be Austin Allen. For the Barren County Trojans, under head coach J.R. Estes, assistant coaches Luke Wells, Michael Poor. At shortstop, batting first, J.P. Hyde, number 7. Jackson Reese, number 22, will be at second base. He'll be batting second. Batting third is the center fielder, number 2, Sutton Hyde. Gavin Coffey will be at first base. He'll be batting fourth. Where's number 21? Number 27, Axel Dysom. He'll be in right field. He'll be batting fifth. The designated hitter today will be Jax Vincent, number 1, and he'll be batting sixth. The catcher is number 9, Aiden Keeney, and he'll be batting seventh. Batting eighth, third baseman, number number 4, Bryce Thompson. And batting ninth in left field will be number 20, Jordan Harris. And on the mound for the Trojans today will be number 33, Skylar Potter. And there's your lineups. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with more pregame in a moment, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto. It's the semifinals. It's the 4th Region Baseball Tournament here from Nick Dennis Field, the campus of Western Kentucky University. Back in 2 minutes on WCLU 104.7 FM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Get 3 months free of TV and internet. Yes, you heard that right. When you sign up for TV with American Cable, your local authorized Dish Network retailer, you will get 3 months of TV for free, plus 3 months of Glasgow EPB internet for free. This offer cannot be beat. Call 24/7 at 270-659-3505 to sign up for American Cable and Glasgow EPB internet today.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Have been introduced. Their dugout is to our right. They'll be in black shirts with white pants and burgundy numbers outlined in gold. South Warren to our left in white uniforms this afternoon and navy blue numbers. Or is that black? I'm colorblind, Scott. Is that black or navy blue?
For
South Warren.
yeah, it's navy. It's navy blue.
Navy blue.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm a little colorblind, so it's hard to tell from a long distance.
I'm not,
anyway.
but it seems like you're so far away I can't see either. So
I almost need binoculars.
yeah. So yeah, it's navy blue.
South Warren has been ranked number 1 in the region all season long, and we'll see what happens if the Trojans can knock off the Spartans. They've been rated number 3 in the region all season long. So it should be an exciting game. Greenwood right in there at number 2.
They play next.
Yep, and the winner of this game will play the winner of Warren East and Greenwood. So we got the 15th district against the 14th district here in the semifinals. As their lineup is being introduced, we'll remind you that softball was canceled this afternoon. We'll have the broadcast tomorrow. The Trojanettes will play at 7:30 tomorrow night against the number 1 team in the state in South Warren. And we'll have that broadcast about 7:15 on WCLU 104.7 FM. Warren East and Cumberland County is the first game tomorrow afternoon with the championship on Thursday. So they had wet field over there, and it was raining pretty hard before that game was over last night. So they put the tarp on the infield, and hopefully it'll be dried out for tomorrow's ball game. So we'll take a 2-minute break, come back with the first pitch of this ball game between the Trojans and the Spartans here in the 4th Region Tournament here on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Cold weather means you've got some things to take care of, like heat to keep you warm and comfortable. Put it on your list of things to do. A call to Southern States Glasgow to fill your propane tank. Southern States is one of the top suppliers of propane gas in the country, and your Southern States in Glasgow is the local, smart, reliable source for all your propane needs. Safe, clean-burning propane gas is the premier energy source for heating and appliances. Call 651-6167 and 651-2159.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31 East South.
Just past the railroad tracks.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
For the 4th Region semifinals of this baseball tournament between the South Warren Spartans and the Barren County Trojans. South Warren at 28-8, Barren County at 24-10 on the year. So
good record for both squads, and if you look at South Warren's schedule and look at Barren County's schedule, I mean, they play some really good teams, and both teams has had a really good year. Very important for Barren County to get hot right here, right off the bat against Austin Allen. He's pitching for South Warren. So if you can put up a 2 or 3 spot here early, of course, we hadn't scored against South Warren in 2 games, but, you know, if he can put up a 2 or 3 run spot here in the top of the first, make it a lot easier on our Skylar Potter tonight.
That's true. Maybe this is the day. Maybe this is the day. Looking at Austin Allen. Austin Allen is a starting pitcher. This is his 10th start of the year. His ERA is 2.90. He has 4 wins and 5 losses on the year. 27 runs. He's given up 17 of those earned. He has struck out 36 batters. And to lead it off for the Trojans will be J.P. Hyde, one of the 8 seniors for the Barren County Trojans this year. J.P. Hyde with a batting average of .393. The team at .288 of the Trojans. Here's the first pitch, and it is way outside. Gets away from the catcher behind the plate, Joseph Fentress.
Well, and I'd say both of these guys, Austin Allen, Skylar Potter, is a little bit different when you come down here and pitch at Western in a regional game than just your normal everyday start, you know.
Yeah, that one's flied out to the right. It'll be a foul ball toward the brick wall. Bigger field, college field.
Turf. It's wet turf.
And that's we were able to play today. Of course, softball did not get to play.
Yeah.
So turf.
And the thing about wet turf is that it's going to skip a lot quicker, and the balls are going to bounce higher in the outfield, and it's just a little bit different. Even, you know, when we used to come down here, take our teams down here, we would actually practice sliding, like on a slip and slide, because if you're not careful, if you're trying to steal second and you slide, you can go plumb past the bag.
That's true. And that one's chopped down the first base line, a foul ball. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to J.P. Hyde.
But the one thing about it, everything's true. You ain't going to get a bad hop here, but it's going to get on you a lot quicker.
It'll be a higher hop, too, in some cases.
Yeah.
33 hits on the year for J.P. Hyde, 24 RBIs. He's hit 1 home run this year. Hard to hit a home run in this stadium, but he gets hit in left field. Base hit for J.P. Hyde, and that is number 34 of the year for the senior who just graduated on Saturday.
Just a really good leadoff hitter. JP. He doesn't strike out. He's a contact guy. Also good on the base paths. He can run. So brings up Jackson Reese, the second baseman for Barren County.
And Jackson Reese of the year batting .390, 41 hits, 21 RBIs. He still hasn't hit a home run, and it'd be nice if he could hit one in this. It's popped up on a bunt, and it is fouled back.
Not exactly the pitch you're looking for.
Right.
And you're trying to sacrifice. It's strikes. You're giving yourself up to move the runner. You need a bunch of strikes, and he took that one. Looked like it was coming in at his cat bill.
JP Hyde is at first. JP, 14 of 16 on stolen bases. Here's the pitch. It's way outside, and he's going to go to second. It's JP Hyde.
Stolen base for JP on a wild curveball from Austin Allen. They got away from Fentress.
Yep.
That hit right here would score one.
That's true. 1-1 pitch coming to Jackson Reese as the pitcher steps off. Pitcher Austin Allen, he's a senior for Greenwood. They have, 5 seniors in the starting lineup today. Here's the pitch, and it's bunted down, scooped up by the pitcher. The throw to first is there, but JP Hyde heads on over to third. Sacrifice bunt there for Jackson Reese. Now Hyde is at third, and that's going to bring up Sutton Hyde, the batter.
Well, good job of getting the sacrifice bunt down. Jackson, he's pretty good handling the bat, so got the runner in scoring position. Now he just needs something on the green. See a fly ball, ground ball up the middle.
Right.
They got of course they've got their infielders back, so they're going to trade a run early for an out.
Yeah. Kind of shifted a little bit to the right, so that left field a little more open. Got one out on the Trojans here.
Yeah, but you just got to put it in play somewhere, make contact.
Sutton Hyde batting .320 of the year, 33 hits, 23 RBIs. He's hit 5 home runs for Barren County. Here's the pitch. He fouls it off back behind the plate.
I tell you what, it takes a poke to hit it out of here. It's 330 down the lines. It's 370 in the gap, 400 straightaway center. But you'd have to hit it probably 430 with that high wall out there in center field.
There was one hit over the left field wall yesterday.
Yeah.
South Warren.
Yeah,
I forgot who it was, but I'll have to go back and look at the stats. And that's a ground ball. Hits the pitcher. JP Hyde is going to score, sliding in. And they're going to call him out at first. I thought that was pretty close, but that's a second out. But JP Hyde scores to give the Trojans a 1-0 lead.
Well, the bad thing about it is if it hadn't hit off Allen's leg, that's a hit in center field. We'd have had another runner on.
Yep.
But we got the run in, so broken that streak of not scoring against South Warren. So good start for Barren County.
Yeah, Coach Chris Gage and a trainer out there checking out Austin Allen, the pitcher. That was on his right leg, or I don't know, was that on his hip maybe, or down toward his thigh maybe. He seems to be okay, though.
These kids are 17, 18 years old. You can drop him off a building.
Tougher nails
you can drop him off a building, they'll be ready to play.
Yeah, he seems to be okay.
They'll let him throw a few pitches and make sure he's all right.
Gavin Coffey will be the next batter up for the Trojans. We have 2 outs here, but the Trojans on the scoreboard. It's 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. Again, tomorrow, well, we'll mention tonight because Warren East plays Greenwood tonight. Warren East beat Russell County yesterday 4-3, and Greenwood over Franklin Simpson 4-2. We've had some close games except for the first one. South Warren beat Logan County 10-0 and 6 in that first game yesterday morning. And then Barren County beat Monroe County 1-0. But softball tomorrow, Warren East and Cumberland County in that first semifinal game.
I guarantee Russell County hadn't been put out first game in the region. It's probably
they were the region champs last year.
It's probably been several years.
And Warren East was a runner-up.
Yeah.
Yep. Here's Gavin Coffey. Coffey batting .283. And here's the pitch to Coffey.
Low.
And it's going to be low for ball 1.
Well, if you can get into the pitch count with Allen, of course, I haven't seen South Warren play, so I'm sure they've got several arms that can, but if you can get him out pretty quick.
And that was a good pitch from Allen. So that will even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Coffey with 26 hits on the year, 24 RBIs, 7 doubles. He's hit 3 home runs for the Trojans this season. Pitch from, and it's going to go to right field. Right fielder there, Jackson Decker, will make the play, and that will end the inning. But the Trojans get on the board. Barren County 1, South Warren nothing. The Spartans coming up to bat next. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. This is the 4th Region Baseball Semifinals on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Are you
Cast the semifinals of the 4th Region Baseball Tournament. Barren County with a 1-0 lead. To lead off for the Spartans will be Camden Page, followed by Griffin Rardon, and then Ethan Reynolds. Reynolds was the player that hit the home run yesterday against Logan County over the left field wall, and that was the only home run in that ball game. So,
yeah, for Barren County in the top of the 1st, they scored 1 run on 1 hit. RBI by Sutton High, driving in his brother JP.
Skylar Potter, ERA at 1.34.
Yeah, good young pitcher for Barren County. Get off to a good start.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's 3 up, 3 down.
He's started in 9 games, 47 innings. And here's Potter with his pitch to Page. Slaps it down the left field line for a foul ball. 38 hits he's given up this year, 22 runs, 9 of those earned. He's walked 17, struck out 35. He's won 5 and lost 2 ball games. Camden Page batting .359 on the year, and that one goes over his head. He had to duck. 33 hits for Camden Page.
That curveball just a little inside.
Yeah.
Almost inside, was behind him.
Right. 33 hits for Page on the season, 25 RBIs. He's hit 3 home runs for the Spartans this year. Count is 2 balls and a strike to Page.
Yeah, kind of messing inside there on the last 2 pitches. He probably just kind of need to settle his nerves down a little.
Here's the 2-1 pitch from Potter.
Good
that
pitch.
one looked good all the way. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Page.
Curveball, 2-2 count to Camden Page.
Page was 2 for 4 yesterday. Pops this one up way. That's a rocket.
That's one of them. That's a mile high.
And Keeney going for it. Oh, he dropped it. But it was a foul ball anyway.
Yeah,
man, that thing was 500 feet up in the air.
Sky high. That's yeah, unfortunate that he wasn't able. It couldn't pick it up. Of course, with this twilight gray sky, it's kind of hard to pick up balls off of the bat and just kind of struggle with the foul ball there.
Yeah. Potter, 2-2 to Page. Man, that one.
Yeah, that's a rocket over there.
Fires that one into the new building over there.
It's a good thing there wasn't nobody working on that construction site. They might have taken one.
Yeah, they've all gone home for the day.
They might have took one in the back there.
That's true, or in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's fouled back in the net by Page. Count stays 2-2. Barren County 1 run off 1 hit to lead the ball game here early.
Good at bat by Page. He's staying in there, just fouling off pitches and pitch after pitch.
Potter.
Strike 3.
Oh, got him on the outside corner.
Caught him looking.
Yep. So the first out of the inning for South Warren is going to bring up Griffin Rardon, the shortstop for South Warren.
Good job by Skylar Potter there. He kind of missed a couple inside pitches, but after that, he just kind of settled down and threw some really good pitches.
Rardon batting .480 on the year. South Warren is a team at .334. He's hit 4 home runs this season. 48 hits in 100 at bats.
Yeah, that's stroking it.
And that one's going to go out to left field. That's why he's got a batting average of .480. Drops it down in left field for the base hit, and it brings up now Ethan Reynolds, and he's the guy that hit the home run yesterday against Logan County over the left field wall.
He looks like a football guy to me.
I don't know if he plays.
Remember. He's a big-looking, strong-looking kid.
Yeah, I don't think he played basketball. If he did, I can't remember. But Reynolds has got a really good batting average, too. Listen to this, .514.
Yeah, that's decent.
.514.
Is he going to Duke?
I don't know.
I think somebody told me that one of their kids from South Warren was going to Duke to play baseball. I could be wrong on that. So
well, he's got 19 hits and 37 at bats, and he's the son of the softball coach Kelly Reynolds.
Okay. Well,
he's got 14 RBIs.
She's probably glad her game got rained out tonight.
Yeah, I guess she's here watching him tonight.
To watch the game.
Yeah. Counts 2-0 to Ethan Reynolds. Here's Potter's pitch. Popped it up high. That's another high, and it's going to be the shortstop, J.P. Hyde, and he makes the catch. Runner will head back to first. So it's the second out of the inning for South Warren. As Brandon Perkins next up. Perkins batting .321 on the year. 18 hits, 16 RBIs. And a ground ball right up the middle. And that will have runners now at first and second for the Spartans. Krogan, second baseman now for the Spartans.
Well, give up 2 early hits, but you got 2 outs to get out of it right here. Krogan, left-handed hitter.
Yep.
Number 4. This looks like a small me. That was me. That was my number, and I batted left-handed. Yeah.
Krogan.
And he played second base, too.
Oh, so. Okay. That's just a carbon copy of you in 2025.
Carbon copy, but he needs to get out. I would have gotten a hit. He needs to get out.
Here's the pitch from Potter, and there's a strike delivered. Krogan batting .338 of the year. He's got 24 hits, 21 RBIs, and 1 double on the year. South Warren with 2 hits here in the game.
Runners on first and second.
Yep. Here's the pitch from Potter, and that one's going to go to right field.
There's nobody there.
Jackson Reese, and coming over to get his Potter.
Nice
make the play. And that will end it for the Spartans here in the bottom half of the first. We played 1, Barren County 1, South Warren nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is the 4th Region Baseball Semifinals from WKU on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Dennis Field, Western Kentucky University. Jay Turner along with Scott Gillen for this afternoon's broadcast. The semifinals of the 4th Region Baseball Tournament. It's going to be Axel Dysom along with Jax Vincent and Aiden Keeney for Barren County.
Yeah, for South Warren, they had a couple of hits. Couldn't put any runs across the plate. I just kind of wanted to give a shout out to Skylar Potter on that last play. You know, pitchers are always trained that anything that's hit on the right side of the field that you have to cover first base. You know, a lot of times on a ball that's hit to the second baseman, normally you don't see pitchers that are going to cover the first base bag, but Gavin Coffey was trying to go after it.
Right.
And just a heads-up play by Skylar Potter to get that last out. A lot of guys would stand there and watch that play, especially if it's hit to the second baseman. Now, if it's hit to the first baseman, they're going to be going, but that was just a heads-up play by Skylar Potter.
Axel Dysom, 323 batting average. He's hit 2 home runs this year.
He's a power guy.
Yeah.
He can get one in the gap here.
Yeah, 31 hits on the year, 32 RBIs, 7 doubles, and 1 triple for Dysom. Counts 1-0. Here's the pitch from Allen. Pops this one up high toward left, over toward third base, and a third baseman there to make the catch. That is Camden Page. And 1 down now for the Trojans. Brings up Jax Vincent to DH. Keeney. Okay, they messed up our batting order here, looks like. They've changed it on us and did not let us know about that. So Aiden Keeney, the catcher, maybe Vincent's going to be next.
Yeah,
so they just switched those. They switched those two.
Yeah, Aiden's normally, the games that we've done, has always been in the 6 hole.
Yeah. So he made a change there. Here's the pitch from Allen. That one's going to go into the road.
I'd hate to be the ball runner around here that had to get these baseballs.
Well, you know who's doing it, don't you?
Who?
Cameron Cook.
You got
tournament director.
You got oncoming traffic behind Western. You got construction going on. There's a million places those baseballs could go.
Out to left field, charging for it is the left fielder. Nope, he let it drop. Base hit for Aiden Keeney.
I thought
he was going to get it.
I thought Reynolds would get to that one.
Yeah, he did not.
Now it's Jax Vincent.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be surprised here if you didn't see another sacrifice bunt here by Jax Vincent. I don't know who they brought in as a courtesy runner for Aiden Keeney. I can't see his number.
Try to check that out here in a second. Jax Vincent is a sophomore.
It is Cameron Crawford.
Oh, okay, number 5.
Who pitched yesterday.
Yeah, he pitched yesterday. Couldn't see the number. Here's the pitch, and he punts it down. There's the pitcher going to throw to second, and could not make a double play. So Crawford out at second, but we've got Jax Vincent at first. He only bats 180.
Well,
his 10th hit of the year.
When you're trying to sacrifice, you either want to get it down the third base line or the first base line, and he bunted it straight back to the pitcher, which gave Allen plenty of time to make that play.
Bryce Thompson, freshman third baseman for the Trojans, up next. Thompson batting .309. They throw back to first.
Hey, a freshman third baseman. Probably feeling it a little bit, I'd say.
21 hits on the year for Bryce Thompson. Here's Allen. Man, that pitch goes low.
Well, it looked good. I'll be honest with you.
Right before it got to the plate.
Yep.
You've got Ethan Reynolds in left field, Brandon Perkins in center field, Jackson Decker is in right field, Ty Krogan is at second, Griffin Rardon the shortstop, third baseman is Camden Page. Runner's going to go. That's Vincent heading to second.
Boy, he got a heck of a
jump. He's done really well on stolen bases this year. 13 of 14 on stolen bases for Jax Vincent.
He's a speed guy for sure.
Gray Pearson is at first, and Joseph Fentress behind the plate for the Spartans with Alan Austin on the mound.
1 ball, 1 strike to Thompson.
And here's the pitch, and it is outside.
2-1.
So Vincent is at second base. There are 2 outs here. The count is 2-1. Trojans leading 1-0 here in the top half of the second inning. Allen fires it in right field, and the throw to first will be in time. And that'll do it for the Barren County Trojans in the top half of the second inning. It is 1-0 Barren County over South Warren. We'll return with the bottom half of the second after this 1-minute timeout. This is the 4th Region semifinals of baseball from WKU on WCLU 104.7 FM.
103.7 WHHT plays country's hottest hits from today's country artists, like
Hey, what's up? It's Morgan Wallen.
Hey, it's Lainey Wilson.
Luke Combs here.
great country that you can listen to longer with local community information that you need on 103.7 WHHT.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Second inning, South Warren will bring up Jackson Decker, followed by Casey Green, and then Gray Pearson for the Spartans. 1-0 Barren County in this first semifinal game. Warren East and Greenwood will battle it out in the second game later tonight.
And they used to be in the same district
they
for
used
years.
To be, yeah. So you almost have 3 14th district teams in the semifinals. You would if Warren East had not moved over to the 15th.
Potter starts out the curveball out over the plate. 0-1 the count to Jackson Decker.
Here's his pitch to Decker, and that one goes low, leaving the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Barron's kind of shaded a little bit to left field.
Chops this one for
nice
a good
play.
stop by Thompson. The throw to first is in time to Coffey, and there's one down.
He is, for a freshman, he really plays with a lot of composure.
Mm-hmm.
Really good hands, got a good arm, and he's just going to get bigger, going to get stronger, going to get better.
Yep.
Nice play by Bryce Thompson.
The designated hitter now, Casey Green for South Warren. Green batting .286 for the Spartans. Here's a pitch from Potter, and he chopped it right
Step and throw.
Yep.
Bad boy.
Easy out right there. Went right to Potter. The throw to Coffey. 2 down quickly here for South Warren here at the bottom half of the second inning.
They got that rubber mat that's on the mound here, and of course I never pitched, but that looks like that would could get you tripped up just a shade, especially if that thing comes up and hits the corner of that mat.
Right. And now Gray Pearson, another senior for South Warren.
I'm thinking that Gray Pearson, his dad, Dave, lived right beside me at PFT.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think my last year of coaching, I think I would see his dad at the ball games, and I think Gray was just a freshman playing JV. So I could be wrong, but I think I know Gray's dad pretty well.
Counts 2-0 to Pearson. Here's Potter's pitch, and he chops it over Potter, and it's going to be a base hit right into center field. Pearson with his 24th hit of the year. And now Joseph Fentress, the catcher, as we're at the bottom of the order for the Spartans. Fentress batting .313, and they bat .334 as a team. 26 hits for Fentress on the year, 23 RBIs. He's hit 1 home run. They've hit 14 as a team.
Yeah, .334 as a team, that's pretty solid.
Potter, way.
Nice job there by Aiden Keeney to block that pitch. 2 down, 1 run on, 1 runner on for South Warren.
Yep. See, checking the runner out at first. Skylar Potter.
Kind of a short lead. He's going.
He's going. There's the chopper to third. It's Thompson. He'll fire it to first over to Coffey. And that will end the inning. They leave one stranded. And we played two. That is Barren County 1, South Warren nothing. We'll be back with the top of the third inning after this 1 minute timeout. This is the 4th Region Baseball Semifinals from WKU on WCLU 104.7 FM. Back in a minute.
I'm Tobe Morgan. I'm a line crew foreman. I've been with the plant board 18 years. Working for the EPB to me means more than just providing for my family. It means I get to work somewhere that truly cares about and helps our community. I get to do something that I enjoy while helping people I know and have known my whole life. Working at the Glasgow EPB has shaped my life in so many positive ways. I appreciate the main priority is offering the best to our customers.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Well, we go to the top of the third inning here at Nick Dennis Field, Western Kentucky University. Jay Turner along with Scott Gillen here this evening. And we go back to the top of the order for the South Warren Spartans with Camden Page, Griffin Rardon, and Ethan Reynolds.
Yep, Jay, we're back. We're hitting.
Yeah,
so be Jordan Harris, J.P. Hyde, Jackson Reese.
2 hits for the Trojans already, 3 for South Warren.
Yeah, for
South. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at it wrong. What am I doing here? I haven't had much sleep since last night.
For South Warren, in the bottom of the second, they scored no runs on 1 hit by Gray Pearson. Bring up Jordan Harris.
Jordan Harris, 9-1-2 for Barren.
His first time at the plate today. Speed guy.
Preparing for games for today, it was about 3 o'clock this morning before I went to bed.
Yeah, that's.
And then I was here all day yesterday.
Yeah, that's.
A little fatigued.
That's late.
Just a little.
I got you back. I got you. You can take a nap.
Oh, okay. Jordan Harris batting .286 on the year, 24 hits, 13 RBIs on the season for the sophomore. Well, he'll be a junior this fall. Just ended his sophomore season. Punts it down. It's fair. Scooped up by the pitcher, Allen, and the throw to first is in time. And there's one away.
It was a good idea there by Jordan Harris. Laid down a good bunt, but Allen just made a good play. I like that idea of putting one down, especially with Harris's speed.
Now we're back to the top of the order for the Trojans with J.P. Hyde.
That J.P. singled and scored a run in the first inning. The only run of the game so far.
And the pitch from Allen, and he busts that one over to the second baseman. And the throw to first. Oh, wow. He tumbled over the bag there, but he tried to get there, but second out of the inning for the Trojans.
Well,
that was close.
It was a bad throw by Ty Hogan.
And
Gray Pearson did a nice job picking that backhand out of the dirt. That'll bring up Jackson Reese. He's 0 for 0. His first time up, he sacrificed JP to third.
Jackson Reese was 2 for 3 yesterday in the win over Monroe County. Oh, of course, we only had 3 hits in that game. And scored 1 run.
That's all it takes.
Yeah. Jackson Reese. And he busts that one. Oh, it goes over the shortstop's
head.
A double. Nice hit, yes.
That's a double.
It's going all the way to the warning track. And he's going to round and go all the way to third.
He's going to get there.
It. And he slides in and makes it. Jackson Reese with a triple.
Yeah, he smoked that ball. But like I said, that wet turf, when that thing hits off of that turf, it skips.
And it skipped all right.
Good speed by Jackson Reese.
No, he was tracking right along. That's only his second triple of the year. But that's all right. That's the one he counts here in this tournament.
Grounded out Well, it was a ricochet off Austin Allen to the third baseman, but scored a run. He's got the only RBI for Barren County so far. Chance for another one.
Yep. Here's Allen's throw.
And
Chops
he's
it
got
right
it.
up the middle.
Nope.
Shortstop will throw to first is in time.
Thought he had it.
Denies a run for the Trojans there after that triple by Jackson Reese. So we go to the bottom half of the third. It is Barren County 1, South Warren nothing. Back in 1 minute. This is the 4th Region's baseball semifinals on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Cold weather means you've got some things to take care of, like heat to keep you warm and comfortable. Put it on your list of things to do. A call to Southern States Glasgow to fill your propane tank. Southern States is one of the top suppliers of propane gas in the country, and your Southern States in Glasgow is the local, smart, reliable source for all your propane needs. Safe, clean-burning propane gas is the premier energy source for heating and appliances. Call 651-6167 and 651-2159.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Just past the railroad tracks.
Nothing. And it will lead off with Camden Page.
Yeah, for Barren County, they scored no runs on a triple. One hit by Jackson Reese.
And a pitch from Potter is a strike.
Pitch.
Oh, that's a really good pitch.
Yeah, he's got pretty good command of all of his pitches right now. He's doing a great job of keeping the South Warren guys kind of off balance.
And pitches down. Let's see. I was looking at Page yesterday. He was 2 for 4 against Logan County. And here's Skylar Potter's 1-1 pitch.
Yep.
Oh, just outside.
Yep, Kennedy tried to frame it, but you're not going to get that past Don Johnson.
So who we got? We got Don Johnson.
I don't know
I
the rest.
didn't get the names today.
I heard them, but I didn't know.
Oh, man, did that
I
hit him?
didn't. No, I don't think so.
It was close.
Now I'd bust him back high and tight. Now I'd bust him back out over the outer half of the plate.
3 balls and a strike now to Page. Here's the pitch from Potter. And that's going to walk him. Skylar Potter is only walked. That would be number 18 on the year. Just number 18. And it brings up now Griffin Rarden.
Reardon.
Is it
He's
Reardon or Rarden? It's R-A-R.
The guy
Reardon.
up there said it was Reardon.
Yeah, it's Coach
He's 1 for
Ray.
1. He's singled back in the first inning.
As Potter checked out first base there, and now the pitch.
Outside.
So Page, look at his numbers here. He is, he's only stolen, let's see, well, 12 of 13 looks like on the season. And that pitch is a strike from Potter, leaving the count at 1-1.
Barren County's outfield kind of shifted more along to the left side of the
there's
field.
a bigger gap between center and right.
Yep.
Yeah,
well, they've played these guys twice already,
That's right.
so they kind of know what their tendencies are.
Yep. Sutton Hyde is kind of shifted more to the left, and that one is going to go. I think it might just hit my vehicle. Came close.
It'd take a pretty good shot to get it down
it
that
was
far.
It was
heading that direction.
It was heading
though.
that direction. Did you park over there?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
You know the old Atari game Frogger. That's what trying to get across that highway is like old Frogger tried to jump the cars and alligators and everything else.
It's just a tad high. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Need to come back here and get a strikeout.
Barren County lost to South Warren twice this year, 7-0 and 3-0. Right now they lead the Spartans 1-0 here in the bottom half of the third. And that is going to go into right field for a base hit. And Page will hold up at second. And it will bring up now Ethan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ethan popped up to JP in the first inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day, but first two guys on in the bottom of the third for South Warren.
Mm-hmm. So now 4 hits in this ball game for South Warren. Potter checking out second. Here's the throw. And a swing and a miss by Reynolds.
Looked like a changeup there on the outer half of the plate. Good pitch by Skylar Potter.
Talked about Reynolds' batting average of .514 coming into the game today. Of course, this is only his 14th game he's played in. I don't know if he was injured before midseason or what. Another pitch outside. Runners will stay. Keeney did a good job stopping it.
Yeah, Keeney does a good job of blocking. He's good around the plate. He can handle the dish.
Potter with a 1-1. Checking the runner at second, now steps off.
Coffey's playing a couple of steps in. First base on the cut.
Not sure what the...
Thompson's about a step behind at third. JP and Jackson are double play depth.
Yep. Still, Sutton is more to the left in the outfield area.
Yeah, bounced that one.
Yep. Save the runners, though. Keeney did a good job again. Keeney, Jackson Reese, both going to Georgetown next year to play college baseball. You got Tate Spillman going for football. You got Brody Miller for cross country, I think. I believe that's right. And you got Abby Varney already up there playing basketball for the women's team, and Aiden Niken on the men's team.
Well, and
if I missed somebody, I don't know.
It's JP and Sutton are going
They're
to
going
play
to Frontier Community College in Illinois.
In Illinois.
Yep. So, got a future ahead of them. Here's the pitch from Potter.
Oh,
yep.
3-1 to count.
Mm-hmm. Aiden going out to talk to Skylar.
Yep, just kind of calm his nerves a little bit. 3-1 to count to Ethan Reynolds.
Yeah, and no outs. I don't think Skylar's been behind in this count like this.
No, not today.
Here's the pitch. And it is down.
And bases are loaded.
And now we'll bring up Brandon Perkins. Got a timeout call. Coach J.R. Estes had it out to the mound. We don't have anybody warming up the bullpen. And he brought in Sutton Hyde yesterday for Cameron Crawford. That was a pitching duel yesterday with Caden Geralds from Monroe County. Yesterday, Cameron Crawford threw 88 pitches in that game and gave up 8 hits on Monroe County. They were hitting the ball pretty well. Walked 1, struck out 5, and then Sutton Hyde finished it up with 22 pitches, 1 2/3 innings. He walked 2 and struck out 2 yesterday in that 1-0 win over the Falcons. So the conference is over, and Coach J.R. Estes headed back to the dugout.
Yep, so now the corners are in. And the perfect scenario right here would be a one-hopper back to Skylar Potter for a play to get the force out at the plate. Keeney throw it first base, get double play, get out of it.
Right, and there's the pitch.
Yeah,
just outside the corner.
You know, for him to have the command he had the first couple of innings, it's kind of gone a little loose on him here in the third inning. Bases loaded, nobody out.
1-0 pitch.
It's a good pitch there. Curveball.
That will even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are loaded. There's no outs. Bottom of the third inning. 1-0 Trojans. Potter fires it in. Outside. 2-1 now to Perkins. Potter with a pitch.
Good pitch.
Yep. That'll even it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kind of like right now, his curveball's his best pitch. Sometimes when you're throwing the 4-seam fastball, you can kind of crank it a little bit and just got to try to keep your head and shoulders quiet up top, finish down at the mid, as they used to say.
Yep. So we got Page at third, Reardon's at second, and
oh no.
No, here we go. Ball gets away, and South Warren is going to score. So that will be an error.
Yeah, they tried to run a pickoff play at third base, but you don't see that a whole lot.
No.
Now that runners at second and third for South Warren, now Barren County's infield is in. So ground ball hitting the infield. They're going to check the runner, get the play at 1.
Yep.
He got the strikeout.
He did. And so that's 1 down for the Spartans.
Second strikeout of the day for Skylar Potter.
Yeah. Ty Krogan is the hitter now for South Warren.
He grounded out to second. Back in the first.
Krogan batting .338 coming into the game. 24 hits, 21 RBIs. And there's a strike delivered by Potter. You've got Reardon at third. Second base is
Ethan Reynolds.
Tie game here, 1-1, bottom of the third. And here's Potter.
Fouled that one straight back.
Did.
0-2.
Krogan was 1 for 3 yesterday in the win over Logan County. Pitch from Potter. That one's inside.
Well, good pitch. 0-2 count. Don't want to give him anything too good here. Main thing as a pitcher when you're heading the count is you don't want it to get to the full count. You want to try to get the out before that, before you get to the full count.
And that one's going to slam to the right field. It'll be another score here and make it 2. Sliding in. And now it is a 3-1 South Warren lead. And still only 1 out for South Warren.
Well, the overthrow from Dyson.
That did not help.
And overthrew everybody, so that gave Krogan an extra base.
Yeah.
And so now you got another runner in scoring position, and you got Jackson Decker, who grounded out to Bryce Thompson his first time up.
Decker had 1 RBI yesterday, and he was 1 for 2. So Krogan is at second base. 3-1 here. Spartans on top. Here's Potter's pitch. And that one's going to go. Is it going to be caught? No. It's going to go all the way to the warning track. And South Warren will score another run as Krogan comes in. That's going to be a triple. A triple for Jackson Decker. And now it is 4-1 South Warren.
Yep, hard hit ball by Jackson Decker. Sutton made a good try diving after it, try to make a play.
And I believe we're going to have someone heading out to the bullpen to warm up. I didn't see the number as they were running down by the brick wall there to the right.
I don't know who that is. I can't see that either. Of course, they go inside the bullpens. You can't see them.
It's a long way away.
That'll bring up Casey Green.
Casey Green, the designated hitter for the Spartans. Here's a pitch from Potter.
He grounded out to Potter his last time up.
Apparently not. So Decker is at third, and there's still only one out here for the Spartans here in the bottom half of the third inning. Here's Potter's pitch. And that's going to drop for a base hit as well into right field. And it will go all the way to the warning track to the wall, and another run scores, and that will be another triple. Diving in is the runner, Casey Green, and now it is a 5-1 South Warren lead.
Well, the bats will have woke up.
Yep.
For South Warren this inning.
And it will bring up now for the Spartans, Gray Pearson.
Yeah, he's 1 for 1. He's singled back in the second.
Yeah, Gray Pearson yesterday, 2 for 3 against Logan County.
Barren County still got their infield still in.
Remind you, the next game coming up here in the semifinals of the 4th Region Baseball Tournament, Warren East, who were runners-up to Barren County in the 15th District Tournament at 11-19, will take on Greenwood at 28-6.
They kind of got hot at the right,
right
time toward the end of the season.
Greenwood beat this South Warren team 6-0 in the 14th District Championship game.
Yeah, it's just a solid baseball out of the 14th. It is every year.
There's a strike delivered by Potter to Pearson. Still only one out here. They've still got a runner on third, that was another triple there. Pitch is high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that for Green. So I'm going to look at his stats here. That was only his first triple of the year. Pitch outside.
Skyler's still having trouble with his location this inning.
Counts 2-1. And a pitch out toward right field. Dyson back there, and he'll make the catch. There's 2 down, but we'll have another run score for South Warren. And Green tagged up at third, and now it is a 6-1 South Warren lead. And we're still in the bottom of the third inning. They have scored 6 straight. Joseph Fentress will now be the hitters. We're at the bottom of the order.
Grounded out to Thompson in the second inning.
And Potter delivers. Fouled out to the right. It will just barely hook to the right. Goes over the brick wall in right field.
Yeah, you kind of run out, the closer it gets to the right field fence, you kind of run out of room in both corners, actually.
You do. Not a whole lot of real estate over there. 1 pitch from Potter.
Good pitch.
That was good all the way. Now 0-2 to Fentress. Fentress is a sophomore. Well, he'll be a junior next year. .313 batting average. He's hit 1 home run, 26 hits on the year, 23 RBIs.
Yes, he did.
Swing, yes. That will end the inning, finally. But Spartans, they rack up 6 here in the bottom of the third and lead Barren County 6-1. We go to the 4th after this 1-minute timeout. This is the 4th Region Baseball semifinals from WKU on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Reliable internet and great customer service, two things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to scrtc.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the...
As South Warren scored 6 runs in the bottom half of the third. Just looking at the weather report, Scott. Got a little drizzle coming down in Bowling Green. I'm not sure if it's right. I don't see it out here. Maybe another part of town somewhere, but there's a 40% chance of rain at 7 o'clock, which that's about 45 minutes away.
Yeah, it looks like they were calling for some rain later on. I didn't think it would be this early.
So maybe it'll be in another part of town. Bowling Green's a big city, you know.
Yep, I hope so. Well, for South Warren, they scored 6 runs on 4 hits. Couple of Barren County errors, back-to-back triples by Jackson Decker and Casey Green. 6-1 lead, South Warren over Barren.
Yep, going to be Gavin Coffey, Axel Dysom, and then Aiden Keeney for the Trojans. They get the bats going here now.
Gavin flew out to right field his first time up. He's 0 for 1 on the day.
That one went completely over the road into the trees. I was talking to Cameron Cook when I got here this afternoon, the tournament director, and he's also the AD at Allen County, Scottsville. I asked him how many steps he took yesterday. He checked his phone when he got home. He said he took 27,000 steps. Ground ball towards second. The throw to first is, he dropped it. Nice, safe.
Well, again, that was just not a very good throw by Ty Krogan. He had plenty of time, but just didn't make the play. So, good start for Barren County. So, all you got to do now, down 6-1, is just hit it and pass it back and just answer back.
Yeah, Axel Dysom is the hitter. Yeah, 27,000 steps. That's
that's a few miles.
It is. I mean, just have to calculate that to see how many.
Yeah,
he was over in the trees and the woods yesterday getting baseballs.
Yeah, that's over my head.
Here's the pitch, and it gets the outside corner to Axel.
Axel popped up to Camden Page, third baseman, his first time at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today.
0-1. Outside. We'll even account 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, the softball tournament was postponed until tomorrow. Warren East and Cumberland County in the first game tomorrow at 5:30, followed by Barren County and South Warren. We'll have that game for you here on WCLU. Time called as Allen steps off. South Warren, #1 team in the state of Kentucky. They've got about 4 Division I players on that softball team.
That's pretty good, ain't it?
Yeah. Sure is. #1 in the state all season from the start. 7:30 for that game tomorrow. We'll be out there at about 7:15, depending on how long the Warren East Cumberland County game goes on. Could be a little later. Ooh. Oh, I don't know about that one, but umpire called it in the inside corner of the plate, and it's 3-1.
2-2.
Or 2-2?
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Yeah,
they've got it wrong up on the
scoreboard's
board.
wrong. Yeah, it's 2-2.
There we go. They've changed it. And that one right to first base. They're going to try to do a double play here, and nope. Axel got there in time, and so there's only 1 out. Coffey out at second base, so we got coming up now is Aiden Keeney.
Aiden singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1 today.
We're at the top of the fourth. Trojans are trailing South Warren 6-1. Of course, South Warren, as we've talked about, been rated number 1 in the region all season long. Trojans been rated 3rd in the season. Greenwood number 2. So you've got 3 of the top 4 here in the final 4.
Well, that's the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the way it should be.
And pitch, high fly ball out to right field. That is Decker going to make the catch. 2 down for the Trojans. Axel still at first base here, so now Jax Vincent.
Jax reached on a fielder's choice his first time up today. He is 0 for 1.
Vincent with 9 hits on the year, 3 RBIs. And chops that one down toward the coach.
0-1 count to Vincent.
Got Axel Dysom at first. Throw to first. Axel back there.
Not in time.
I was looking at his stats, too. Stolen bases, he's 10 for 11, which is not too bad.
Yeah, he runs pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good-sized kid. Got some speed.
Yep. Pitch is outside. That'll make it 1 ball, 1 strike. I guess if you look at the softball, the Final Four, the hot team right now would be Warren East. So they beat Greenwood.
Yeah, that one. I was checking the scores out this morning, and that one kind of surprised me.
Yeah, Greenwood won 30 games this year.
Wow.
And they were rated number 3 in the state a lot, and number 2 at one time. There goes Axel towards second, and he'll slide in, goes into the center field area. So Axel will hold up at second. Yeah, Warren East beat Greenwood 3-2 yesterday. Cumberland County shut out Logan County 10-0 in 5. And then South Warren shut out Clinton County in 5, 11-0. Barren County defeated Franklin Simpson last night. That final game, 11-8.
That was a high-scoring game.
Mm-hmm. There were 22 hits in that game.
Wow.
I think Barren had 10 and Franklin Simpson had 12.
Wow. Yeah.
The bats were going in that game for sure. Here's the pitch from Allen, and that's a strike at the outside corner.
Yeah, that evens up the count at 2-2.
2s across the board. And now their catcher, Joseph Fentress, going out to talk to Austin Allen. Again, the softball will resume tomorrow, postponed today because of rain.
So Western's Girls does not have a turf field. Okay.
They put the tarp out on it right at the end of the ball game last night because it was raining, pretty good.
Yeah, I was already
not a heavy rain, but just a light rain.
I was already asleep, so
yeah.
I'm an old man. I had to go to bed early.
And a nice hit over the shortstop's head. Base hit, and Axel's going to hold up at third. He thought about it, but decided nope.
Well,
I think I'll try it. So we got runners on the corners here for the Trojans.
The left fielder, Ethan Reynolds, did a really nice job of coming up and making that play. And, if you kind of the rule of thumb, if you're coaching third base, is if you're coming forward, you probably want to hold that guy, even though there is 2 outs, just because the ball was not hit deep.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're moving from side to side or moving away from you, then that's an opportunity to score a run. So we got runners on the corner now, and Price Thompson is up at the plate.
Yeah. The freshman third baseman for Barren County.
He grounded out to second his first time at the plate.
Batting .309. That's not bad for a freshman.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We need to get a hit right here.
Yeah.
We need to put a run across the board.
Yep. And there it is, right up the middle. Axel Dyson will score. That'll make it 6-2 off Price Thompson's single into center field. for Thompson. That is number 22 on the year.
Well, just
and number 7 on the RBI list.
Just a nice job of answering back and putting one up in the top of the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Bring up Jordan Harris. They've done a good job. Barron's put the ball in play. I mean, they haven't struck out once today. Probably should. It's about like missing a free throw to crank.
Yeah.
So Jordan Harris, he grounded out, tried to bunt his way on in the first inning.
Runner going. The throw to third. No. So a stolen base.
That Jax Vincent, he's pretty quick.
He's got it.
I bet you when he goes to bed at night, when he gets up and flips the switch, I think he's probably in the bed before it gets dark.
He's now 14 to 15 on stolen bases.
And we got another runner in scoring position.
Yeah. Yep, here we go.
Get a hit right here and cut it in half.
Mm-hmm. And they don't have anybody warming up in their bullpen. Here's the pitch. Oh, a swing and a miss by Harris.
Yeah, that's a big cut. Head and shoulders were looking toward the South Warren dugout, which is on the third base side.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you got to stay in there and keep that head still.
Benson is at third. Thompson is at first. There's 2 outs. Barren County scored another run. Axel Dyso. 6-2. The Spartans throw to first. Trying to catch Thompson off guard. The train starting to come through. You know, that comes through about 3 times a night.
How'd you like to live right beside that?
No, I would not.
You'd be knocking your dishes off on the floor. You have to get paper plates.
Yeah, that's right. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to be stopped right at second base for the out. So that'll end the inning for the Trojans. They do score 1, and it's 6-2 now as the Spartans lead the Trojans here. We played 3.5 here in this semifinals of the 4th Region Baseball Tournament from WKU. Back in 1 minute on WCLU 104.7 FM.
People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
Welcome back to WKU's Nick Dennis Field, where the Trojans have a new pitcher, and it is Colton Wilson, who will relieve Skylar Potter. Colton Wilson for Barren County.
Lefty.
Yep, Colton Wilson, a junior. He'll be a senior. He has an ERA of 3.57. 243 pitches thrown. He's 1-1 on the season. He has struck out 15, walked 8. 11 runs with 8 of those earned, giving up 19 hits in 15 2/3 innings. And this is the 8th game he has pitched in for the Trojans. I saw him today at Zaxby's. He was coming out, and I said, good luck to you tonight. Hopefully get to play. That was earlier today. That was, I think, before 11 o'clock maybe. So we'll see what he can do here.
Yeah, for Barren County in the top of the 4th, they scored 1 run on a couple of hits. And it's the top of the lineup for South Warren, Camden Page, Griffin Reardon, and Ethan Reynolds.
Yeah, the top 3.
And Page he's actually 0 for 2, struck out looking the first inning. And he walked. I'm sorry, he's 0 for 1. He walked in the 3rd.
He was 2 for 4 yesterday against Logan County and had a double. Against the Cougars.
Good pitch.
Nice pitch there from Wilson for strike 1. How many pitches did Potter throw? Did we get a count of that?
Used to they had a pitch count thing here back years ago, or they had a radar gun too.
We might find out here from some of the stat guys.
I'm kind of glad they took that down because the radar gun, it's like the kids would be like, it's like focus on pitching. They'd want to see. They always turn around and look and see see how hard they were throwing. You know.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Camden Page.
This is his third at-bat in this game. Wilson with a 1-2. Way outside. He was a count, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Page.
You can never have too many lefties in your pitching rotation.
That's true.
I always thought it'd be neat to have a whole pitching staff of left-handers. They got natural movement. Ball's going to run away from a right-hand hitter. It's going to run into the left-hand hitter.
3-2.
Yeah, he just overthrew on that one.
Yeah. So that will walk Page.
They'll bring up Griffin Reardon. He's 2 for 2 today. He's hit 2 singles, scored a run. It's the second inning in a row that's South Warren's got a lead-off walk. You can't defense walks. There's nothing you can do about them.
Yeah, I think Reardon may have played basketball. I think I remember him for the time they played the Trojans this year. And that pitch just misses outside. Bottom half of the fourth here. It's a 6-2 South Warren lead, if you just joined us. 1-0 pitch coming from Colton Wilson.
2-0 count. Yep. As a base runner at first base, you really have to pay attention to the left-hander. It's easier to get picked off against left-handed pitchers. Couple of rules of thumb. If they're on the rubber and their right leg, if it crosses the rubber, they have to go to home plate. So if you can keep that leg from going across, she's actually pitching. A lot of people's like, look at the foot. We always taught our guys to look at their left shoulder because when they turn, the left shoulder will have to turn to throw that way. And if you're with a 2-man crew, you can kind of get away with not actually. It's like it looks like it's like a 3/4 way going to the plate. But when you got a 4-man crew, you can't get away with that because you got the umpires watching you.
Yeah. There's a strike delivered by Wilson. That'll make it 3-1. So you pitched in high school, right?
I did not.
Oh, you did not?
No.
What was your position?
I played second.
Second base?
I was a second baseman. I did not pitch.
Okay.
Thank goodness. My ERA would have been about 5.5.
Oh, no. Well, that's going to be a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the fence. And rounding third, heading home. Here's the throw at the plate. Sliding in. He is safe. Keeney could not tag him. And Page scores to make it 7-2, South Warren.
Tell you what, Jordan Harris did a really good job of getting that play was a lot closer than I anticipated that being.
He's got an arm on him.
He does. So an RBI double for Griffin Reardon is now 7-2, and that brings up Ethan Reynolds.
Yeah, Reynolds.
He's 0 for 1 today. He walked and scored a run his last time up.
And Reynolds was the guy that hit the home run, and he hit it right in the middle of the 330 and the Graves Gilbert Clinic sign. It was right over the, the wall.
It takes a pretty good shot to hit one out of here.
First pitch is a ball to Reynolds. We do have somebody pitching there, and that's popped up toward right. Reese backing up. Elwood dropped on him. He couldn't judge it right, and those gray skies threw him off. And now it is 7-2 here with South Warren leading, and they've got runners at second and third.
Yeah, that ball was kind of hit in no man's land.
it was.
And I would say probably
Shallow
that
right.
ball was probably hard to pick up, it looked like.
And time called here by Coach J.R. Estes. Got somebody warming up the bullpen of Barren County down to her right. Can't tell who it is, though. 7-2 South Warren. We're in the bottom half of the fourth inning here at WKU's Nick Dennis Field. First semifinal game of the 4th Region Baseball Tournament. Later tonight, Warren East, the Raiders, taking on the Gators of Greenwood. Greenwood 28-6 on the year. Warren East at 11-19.
Yeah, South Warren and Greenwood were not schools when I was in school. It was Warren Central, Warren East.
Yeah, South
And
Warren.
that was it. I think that was it.
Yeah,
And then
South
you had
Warren was
Bowling
not
Green.
established till 2011, so
Yeah.
it's only been a school for 14 years.
Yeah. Brings up Brandon Perkins. He's 1 for 2 on the day. South Warren with runners at second and third. Nobody
No
out.
outs. Yeah, Greenwood, that was what, in 89 maybe? 88, 89, somewhere in there?
No, I think
Or was it later than that?
I think it was kind of more in the
Mid-90s?
90s.
Okay.
I think maybe early to mid-90s,
Okay,
I think.
that may be right, because Barren County played Greenwood in the 4th Region semifinals back in 96. I remember that
Yeah,
quite
that's
well.
back when
That's when they had the
well,
guy who went to Auburn.
yeah, what's his name? He's on.
Fishback.
Yeah,
Damian
Damian
Fishback.
Fishback. He's on the SEC channel
Right, he
during
is.
basketball
Yep.
season. That's
Yep.
a balk.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Something.
Well,
I don't know.
I thought he called something there, but I...
Don. I don't know exactly what that was. I don't know. Anyway, it wasn't a balk, so that's a good thing.
South Warren with runners second and third, no outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th, leading 7-2. Here's the pitch from Wilson. Oh, man. Keeney did a great job getting that one.
I don't know how tall Aiden Keeney is, but he used
He's not that tall. I
but
think
he
I'm
used-
taller than he is, and I'm not
used-
that tall
He
either.
used every bit of what he's got
Yeah.
to get that one.
2-0 pitch. And that one's going to be fouled to the right into the street. Always, when a foul ball goes into the street, I always wonder if, am I going to hear a windshield?
But it'd be hard for us to hear it
Yeah.
with these headphones on.
Unless it's really one that busted pretty good.
Oh, I'm sure there's some been hit here over the years.
And that one's popped up, and it's foul. Got a few umbrellas out in the crowd. May have a little drizzle coming down. Let's see, 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, yes, several.
Oh, you can't do.
It's a very light mist.
There's kind of an awning over the window,
Yeah.
so
Hopefully the rain will hold off, just be a little mist. Here's Wilson. Oh, that's a strike. Yep.
yeah, he swung
Yeah,
late. He got it
Yep,
fooled.
got it, yeah.
That's his
First out.
So that'll bring up Ty Krogan. He hit a single, drove in a couple, and scored a run in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 2 today.
Yeah, South Warren still has runners at second and third.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4.
Krogan is the second baseman for the Spartans. And a pitch from Wilson. Stairs.
Barren County's got their defense. Their infield is in.
They've shifted more to the right this time.
Yeah, well, you got a lefty. You
Yep.
got a lefty hitting.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. I've seen them smack it to left field before. Left to left.
Yeah, that's a long way to have to go try to go get one.
Krogan batting .338. 21 RBIs coming into the game today. Here's the pitch from Wilson. And it's up.
2
2-0.
balls, no strikes.
Lefty to lefty here. Wilson to Krogan. Good crowd here tonight.
Yes, sir.
This 4th Region semifinals. Another pitch up.
Yeah, he's just finishing up. He's not reaching out, not finishing over his front leg. Everything's kind of staying up on him. He just kind of needs to work down the slope and finish down the slope. That's 3 straight pitches that's been up.
Wilson ready to fire. And that's fouled toward the coach.
Yeah, you really, truly don't see a lot of kids getting the green light on a 3-0 count. But Krogan had the green light.
He did. Counts 3-1, 1 out, 2 runners on, bottom of the 4th. South Warren leading Barren County 7-2. Pitch is low, and that will walk the batter. That loads up the bases for South Warren, and now it is Jason Decker.
Yeah,
Jackson Decker, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Decker is 1 for 2, hit a triple last inning, drove in a run, scored a run. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Yep. So Wilson needs to work himself out of this jam here with 1 out. Here's his pitch to Decker. Swings and misses.
That looked like a changeup. From Colton Wilson.
Wilson, a soon-to-be senior, or is it up-and-coming senior? Is
Up and rising.
Rising senior. Okay,
senior.
there you go. Strike 2.
Another off-speed pitch from Wilson, down 0-2. That's 2 good pitches right there.
He struck out 15 this year in just 15 innings of pitching.
That's pretty good.
Yep. And the batter steps out of the box. Wilson with the 0-2 is coming. Popped up, foul back. Oh, what was that?
Is that the broken glass? Sometimes they got the
sound
effects
yeah.
of the broken glass.
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
No,
or was that you?
That was me.
That was you.
Was that a good sound effect?
I thought you did. You did good. You did well.
It's 0-2, and it's Wilson. And that one's going to be popped up towards center. Back there to get it, though, Sutton Hyde. He makes the catch, but we're going to have another run score for South Warren. Reardon crosses home plate to make it 8-2 now, Spartans.
And that'll bring up Casey Green. He's 1 for 2. He had a triple RBI and a run scored in the last inning.
So South Warren has scored 2 runs here in the bottom of the 4th after scoring 6 in the 3rd to take this 8-2 lead. They've had 9 hits already in this game.
Yeah, they swing the bat well.
Yeah. Well, they had 10 hits yesterday against Logan County. Colton Wilson. Swung on, and runners going, 2nd and 3rd. Thompson could not get the runner out at 3rd, which is Reynolds.
Yeah, wild pitch, kind of got away from Maiden a little bit. Base runners move up.
And the 0-1 from Wilson. Popped up high, and let's see, it's Coffey going for it, and Keeney's over there too, and it drops.
They just couldn't get to it.
Right near the Barren County dugout.
Good hustle, good try to get over there. It's just kind of one of them places they couldn't get to.
So the count's 0-2 to Casey Green. I think think they put the umbrellas up now, so maybe the mist or the light drizzle has
don't really
subsided.
see it. Don't see anything.
Wilson, the 0-2 pitch.
Struck him
out. Swinging. That ends the inning. They leave 2 stranded, but they scored 2. And it's 8-2. South Warren leading Barren County. We played 4. We'll be back in 1 minute here on WCLU 104.7 FM.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Back here, Western Kentucky University's Nick Dennis Field. Jay Turner along with Scott Gillen as we go to the 5th inning. And we go back to the top of the order, too, with the Trojans. It's going to be J.P. Hyde, Jackson Reese, and Sutton Hyde.
Yeah, for South Warren in the bottom of the 4th, they scored 2 runs on a couple of hits. 8-2. South Warren up on Barren County. And once again, you just got to answer back.
Yeah. So Spartans with 9 hits in this game.
Good place to start at the top.
Barren County has, is that 5 or 6? My eyesight's not the best. Is it 6?
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5. We had 5 hits, yep. JP's 1 for 2 on the day.
See if we get the bats going again. Got 1 run in the 1st and 1 in the 4th. Got some work cut out for us, though. It's 8-2 Spartans. First pitch is a ball. Allen. Austin Allen still on the mound for South Warren. They do have somebody warming up, though, in their bullpen. Not sure who it is.
I can't
so far
see.
Away.
Looks like a lefty. They got a lefty up throwing.
Notice they have a lot of pitchers. I mean, about really more than Barren County.
Well,
2-1 is the count.
You never have enough arms.
17 pitchers have pitched in at least 1 game for South Warren. High hopper toward second base. The throw to first. Oh, he's there. But JP made it, but nope. The umpire was on top of it, said nope. So 1 down for the Trojans here in the top half of the 5th.
To bring up Jackson Reese, he's 1 for 1. He tripled back in the 3rd inning.
Next up from the Trojans.
Jackson Reese, another senior that just graduated at Barren County back on Saturday. A pitch from Allen. There's a strike delivered. Got a little bit of area over there in the left field. And it's going to go to center field, and it will drop for a base hit for Jackson Reese.
Second hit of the day for Jackson. Had to bring up Sutton Hyde. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI.
Sutton Hyde, Frontier Community College in Illinois. What city is that in?
I have no clue.
We'll have to Google it and see. We used to have encyclopedias that we used to look up, things, and now you just Google stuff now and find out anything you want to know.
Let me see if I can find it.
That pitch is outside from Allen for ball 1. Frontier Community College. Somebody will send me a text here in a minute or a Facebook message. Somebody's looking at 25 people looking it up right now. Left field, and it is going to.
Oh, it's
fair. Oh, a nice hit for Sutton Hyde, sliding into third. Oh my goodness. I don't know about that one. I don't know.
That was awful close.
Yeah.
Frontier Community College in Fairfield, Illinois.
Fairfield, Illinois.
Fairfield,
Okay.
Illinois.
Well,
that ball looked like.
I thought he called him out at third.
No, he called him safe. No, he called him safe.
Good.
That ball was hit well. That ball had a chance to get out of here.
It was. It made the bounce at the edge of the left field green.
So now Barren County's got runners on second and third with one out, and Gavin Coffey, the batter. He's 0 for 2 on the day.
Still got some life here.
Be a good, you get a hit here and cut this thing in half.
Mm-hmm. Seventh hit of the day for the Trojans. That one's fouled to the right side. But need to get some runs on the board. Barren County has runners at second and third. Reese is at third, and we got Sutton Hyde at second.
Here comes Coach Gage. He's going to go out.
They may be making a change. I mean, they had somebody warming up at the bullpen a while ago. Yeah, I'm not sure. They're talking it over out there. South Warren leads at 8-2 over Barren County. We're in the top half of the fifth inning. Again, coming up, it's Warren East and Greenwood in the second semifinal game tonight. Talked about it earlier. South Warren's been number 1 in the region all year. Greenwood number 2, Barren County 3. Warren East kind of the Cinderella team, if you want to call that, with only 11 wins this year, 19 losses. But they beat the region champ yesterday, Russell County, 4-3.
Well, he leaves in Austin Allen.
Yep, he's going to stay.
To pitch to Gavin Coffey. Barron's got runners on second and third with one out.
Here's Allen's pitch to Coffey.
Fouled off.
Fouled off to the right. May go. Ooh.
Man, that.
You could hear the bounce in there.
There were bleachers there. It wasn't a car. I think
metal.
That was bleachers.
Yeah, that was metal.
Need to put this
glass.
Need to put this one in play somewhere.
Yeah, it's 0-2.
South Warren's going to give up the run for the out.
Mm-hmm. Here's the pitch, way outside. 1-2. Gavin Coffey. Allen with a pitch. Grounds it towards second.
That's what you needed to do right there.
Underhand throw to first. That'll be the second out of the inning. Reese will score to make it 8-3. Need to get some more runs on the board here, and that's a good way to start.
RBI for Gavin. It's a good piece of hitting. You know, just got to put it in play. They're playing back, so you knew if you get a ground ball, they was going to score.
Yep.
So that brings up Axel Dysom. He's 0 for 2 today, but he has scored a run for Barren County.
He can put some power into a bat. And that's going to go over the pitcher's head. And the Trojans. And safe. All right. So the Trojans trim the lead now to 8-4 as Sutton Hyde, or rather JP Hyde. No, it's Sutton Hyde. Excuse me, they're twins. Crosses the plate. 8-4 now. Trojans with 2 runs here at the top of the fifth.
Infield single and a run drove in by Axel Dysom. That brings up Aiden Keeney.
That is the 8th hit of the afternoon.
Yeah.
For Barren County.
So you just keep coming back.
Yep.
You know, just need to shut them down one inning and just keep putting runs on the board to cut it in half. It's 8-4, South Warren.
Yep.
Aiden's 1 for 2 today.
Got Axel Dysom at first base here. Allen delivers. Runner going. That's Axel headed to second. Oh my goodness.
Well, I thought he had that one.
I thought he did too. Well, that's going to end the inning, but the Trojans do get 2 on the board. They're trimming that lead. We played 4.5. It is South Warren 8, Barren County 4. Back in 1 minute. This is the 4th Region semifinals of baseball here at WKU's Nick Dennis Field on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1. We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Field on the campus of Western Kentucky University. The Trojans are trailing South Warren 8-4. And Barren County has another new pitcher in the ball game. And
I think
that
that's
is
Jacob Spence.
Yes, another senior for the Trojans. Check out his stats here. Jacob Spence, 2.41 ERA, 311 pitches, 1-0 on the year. Struck out 10, walked 13, 9 runs, given up 7 of those earned, 20 hits on the year, and 20 1/3 innings pitched. Jacob Spence.
3rd pitcher of the day for Barren County. For Barren County, in the top of the 5th, they scored 2 runs on 3 hits. Cut the lead down to 8-4.
Yeah, going to be Gray Pearson, Joseph Fentress, Camden Page, the 8-9-1 batters for South Warren to start out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Yeah, Gray Pearson is 1 for 1 on the day. He hit a sacrifice fly to right field, drove in a run his last time up.
Tomorrow, the softball 4th Region semifinals, Warren East and Cumberland County. Cumberland County has not been to the semifinals since 2016. And then South Warren and Barren County in the nightcap. Swing and a miss.
Good off-speed pitch there by Jacob Spence. Looked like a change-up.
Jacob Spence, right-handed thrower. And that pitch was a little outside, I believe, so it's 1-1. Spence, just a little outside.
2-1 the count now to Gray Pearson.
Outside 2, 3-1.
Yeah, you need to work your way back here now.
Warren East 24-11, Cumberland County 17-12 in the first semifinal game tomorrow. South Warren 32-3, Barren County 20-7.
Pretty good, ain't it?
Yeah. 32-3. That one is going to go to left field, and going back, and making the catch. That was Jordan Harris, almost to the warning track. 1 down for South Warren.
Had to bring up the catcher, Joseph Fentress. He's 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out his last time up.
You know, I was looking at South Warren softball. There were 3 losses. One was to a team in Indiana. The other was Louisville Assumption by 1 run, and Greenwood.
Wow.
There are only 3 losses. Here's Spence. That's a nice pitch.
Like a little off-speed pitch on the inner half of the plate.
Batter is the catcher, Joseph Fentress. The bottom of the order for the Spartans. Spence, another one of the seniors, just graduated Saturday. And here's his pitch. And he wanted to bunt that one. Oh, no. I'm not sure about that one either.
Yeah, it was awful close.
Yeah.
But the umpire down the first base line said no go. So it's the right call. He made it.
1-1. Inside.
2-1 to count to Fentress.
Spence getting the signal from Keeney. Now they step back, step off. Fentress steps back into the box. It's a pitch from Spence. Just a tad outside. It's 3-1. Barren County with 8 hits in the games. South Warren has 9. And that was a good pitch there from Spence.
Yep.
It's going to make it a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Excuse me.
If you need to cough, I don't have a cough button. Sorry, don't have a cough drop
Well,
either.
it just hit me. It just hit me, you know.
It does me that sometimes, too. Oh, I'm not sure that
fouled it off. Looked like one of those hit off the knob of the bat, the little check swing.
Yep. South Warren with 1 out here in the bottom half of the 5th. Fentress batting .313. Here's the pitch from Spence. Popped up high, fly ball out to right. Charging for it and diving for it. Oh, the pole was in my way and I didn't see it. It was that was Axel out there.
That's two hits for South Warren. It's kind of flared up over the first baseman Gavin Coffey's head, and Axel made a really nice try to go get it, but just couldn't come up with it.
Right. Got a courtesy runner for South Warren. It'll be John Mosley for the Spartans.
So it's back up to the top of the lineup for South Warren, Camden Page. He's 0 for 1, but he's walked twice and scored twice.
Yep, his 4th at-bat in this game. And 1 out here with Mosley at first. Pitch from Spence. Just outside, ball 1. Spence.
Yeah, all of
his good job stopping that one.
Missing on the outer half of the plate.
Counts 2-0 now to Page. 1 out, Mosley. The courtesy runner is at first base. He's at 9 for 11 on stolen bases for the Spartans. And that one is popped up high, fly ball towards center.
That'll be Sutton.
Sutton Hyde waiting for it, going for it, and got it. And now there's 2 down for the Spartans. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Brings up now Griffin Reardon.
Yeah, Griffin Reardon's 3 for 3 today. He's got an RBI, scored twice. Pretty good day.
Yeah, we talked about his batting average earlier, .480 on the season with 43 RBIs, 48 hits. Leads the team. Runner going. That's Mosley headed to second, and it's a bounce to Reese, but he is safe at second. So that is his 10th stolen base of the year for Mosley.
Yeah, and South Warren's got another runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
With Reardon the batter here. Spence fires it in. High and inside. One ball, 1 strike to Reardon. Jacob Spence, the 3rd pitcher of the night for the Trojans, going to fire it back to second with Reese, or rather to J.P. Hyde. Kind of came in from behind there.
Barren County's defense playing straight up.
Got Mosley at second. Here's the pitch, and that's going to go down. Got by Thompson, and Mosley will hold up at third. So now they have runners on the corners. Thompson couldn't contain it. Kind of got away from him there.
Yeah, that ball was, I gave him a single on that one. That ball was a kind of a short hop. That ball was hit pretty hard. So that brings up Ethan Reynolds. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Hit a double his last time up. He scored a run.
2 outs on South Warren. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, need to get out of this inning here with no runs scored.
And it's Jacob Spence. Runner going towards second. There's Keeney. Faked the throw, but runner got there. He had some speed on him. That was Reardon.
Yeah, stolen base for Reardon.
He's a perfect 14-14. That one chopped down left side. Foul. Actually 15 for 15.
South Warren does a really good job of putting it in play with runners in scoring position. That's the one thing I've noticed. They don't leave a lot of guys stranded.
No. Spence with a 1-1 pitch. High and inside. I was looking at the stolen base count for South Warren coming into the game, 88 for 96.
Yep, that's a pretty good percentage.
Yep. 2 balls and a strike. Here's Spence.
Good
Got
pitch.
the inside corner. And
Full
2-2.
count? Oh, it's 2-2, my bad.
Yeah. 2s across the board.
Deuces.
Spence. Just misses outside.
Full count?
Yep. Runners will be going. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Spence with a pitch. Oh. It's going to walk Reynolds. Now bases are loaded up again. And it will bring up now Perkins.
Yeah, he's 1 for 2. He 1 for 3. He struck out his last couple times up. Be a good time for another one.
So bases loaded for South Warren here. We got 2 outs on the Spartans. They've got 10 hits today. They had 10 hits yesterday against Logan County. Spence with a pitch. Fouled it off. Perkins batting .321. He's just a freshman. Well, he'll be a sophomore next year. Here's Spence and chops it towards Spence. It was a slow roller. Throw to first is there. That will end the inning for the South Warren Spartans, and we have completed 5. It is South Warren 8, Barren County 4. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. This is the 4th Region Baseball Semifinals on WCLU 104.7 FM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Get 3 months free of TV and internet. Yes, you heard that right. When you sign up for TV with American Cable, your local authorized Dish Network retailer, you will get 3 months of TV for free, plus 3 months of Glasgow EPB Internet for free. This offer cannot be beat. Call 24/7 at 270-659-3505 to sign up for American Cable and Glasgow EPB Internet today.
South Warren will have a relief pitcher here in the top of the 6th inning. It is Tanner King. Tanner King, only a freshman. Looking at his numbers, his ERA at 3.23. Thrown 307 pitches. He's 2-1 on the season. 14 strikeouts, 7 walks. Giving up 11 runs, 8 of those earned, 13 hits, and 17 in the 3rd innings.
Yep. So for South Warren in the bottom of the 5th, they scored no runs on 1 hit. Good job by Jacob Spence coming in relief, shutting down the Spartans.
Yep. And to lead it off here at the top of the 6th, it's going to be Aiden Keeney, followed by Jax Vincent and Bryce Thompson.
Yeah, Aiden is 1 for 2 today, singled his first time up.
Leading off for the Trojans is number 9, Aiden Keeney.
Trojans trailing here 8-4, the top of the 6th. And the first pitch is low for ball 1 from King. King, another lefty pitcher, and Keeney fired that one into the
kind of scattered the South Warren
there.
Dugout.
I'm telling you.
Well, answer back with a couple more and shut them down and
still got
see
time
what
here.
See what happens.
Still got a couple of innings to go. Try to get back in it here. Here's King with a 1-1.
Good pitch.
Yeah, that drops in for a strike. Warren East and Greenwood still to come here, the other semifinal game. It's King's pitch. Oh, high for that one.
Just a bit up.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Aiden Keeney. King with a pitch. Fouled out of play to the right.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Keeney.
You know, Western is going to be actually one of the CUSA. Another foul ball into the street. Their baseball team, I guess they practiced today.
Tell you what, man, this is a really nice facility.
It really is.
Boy, it's just a beautiful ballpark.
Sure is. And that one chopped down third base line for a foul.
Hell, Keeney hanging in there, 2-2.
And Western won in 11 innings the other night. That's a big game. King with the pitch. Outside and high.
Joe Murray was the baseball coach at the time I was here at Western. He stayed here a long time, had a good run with the Hilltoppers.
Yeah. Out to right field, and it was caught. Yeah. Caught out there by Pearson, the first baseman. Went out to the right toward the brick wall, and one down for the Trojans here in the top of the 6th.
It'll bring up Jax Vincent. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a stolen base.
Right now, 1 out, nobody on for the Trojans. Still trailing here 8-4. And that pitch is down for ball 1. And that one's going to go out to center field. Shallow, charging for it. I believe that was a shortstop that got that one. That's Reardon.
Covered a lot of ground.
Had to go chase that one, yeah. 2 down for Barren.
Bring up Bryce Thompson. Price is 1 for 2 with an RBI today.
Tanner King with a pitch. Fouled off by Thompson. We really had some close games in the first round of this 4th region tournament. You know, Barren wins 1-0 over Monroe. Warren East 4-3 over Russell. Pitches outside. Greenwood over Franklin Simpson 4-2.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. That's the way these games should be played.
Because that first game yesterday was 10-0 South Warren in 6. Center field, going back, and making the catch is Perkins. And that will end the inning for the Trojans here at the top of the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is South Warren 8, Barren County 4. Back in 1 minute. This is the 4th Region Baseball Semifinals from WKU on WCLU 104.7 FM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Scott Gillen, Nick Dennis Field, WKU. Trojans trailing 8-4 to the South Warren Spartans.
Yeah, for Barren County in the top of the 6th, it was 3 up, 3 down for Barren County. So,
see if it can be 3 up, 3 down for South Warren.
Yeah, first 3 batters, Ty Krogan, Jackson Decker, and Casey Green.
Got the 5, 6, 7 hitters.
Yeah, Kroger's 1 for 2 on the day with a run scored.
Jacob Spence, 3rd pitcher for the Trojans here tonight. With his first pitch to Krogan.
Little ball 1.
Championship game slated for tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Down first base, there's Coffey coming over to step on the bag. 1 down. Now Jackson Decker for South Warren.
Decker is 1 for 3 with a run scored.
Here's Spence with a pitch. Misses inside. One-oh.
Good pitch out of half the plate from Spence.
Evens it up. Spence to Decker. And that one's going to go right to Jackson Reese. Scoops it up to throw to Coffey. They're in time for the 2nd out. Now Coach J.R. Estes calling time here.
Now batting the designated number 13, Casey Green.
And before we have Casey Green coming up to bat. I think Spence is done now.
Bringing in Matthew Estes.
Matthew Estes, son of the coach, J.R. Estes, another senior for Barren County. Estes, we'll look at his numbers here on the season for the Trojans. 5.60 ERA, 3-2 on the year. Thrown 286 pitches, 13 strikeouts, 10 walks. Given up 18 runs, 12 of those earned, 22 hits in 15 innings. Right-handed pitcher for the Trojans. He's the fourth pitcher of the day for Barren County. Started out with Skylar Potter, then he was relieved by Colton Wilson, and then Jacob Spence.
Yep, Matthew's one of the seniors that Barren County has, one of the 8 seniors that they have.
Sutton Hyde, Axel Dysom, Jackson Reese, J.P. Hyde,
Jacob Spence,
Aiden Keeney.
He'll be pitching up against Casey Green. Casey is 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored.
2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th for the Spartans. They lead it over Barren County 8-4. Here's Estes with a pitch, and it's high.
Yeah, a little breaking ball just up.
County with 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. South Warren 8 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error here tonight. Estes. And that drops low for ball 2. And that's a chopper over to Thompson. Thompson, the throw to Coffey. There in time. That ends the inning. Matthew Estes finishing up the 6th inning for the Trojans, and now they've got to come back and score 4 runs here in the top of the 7th just to keep the game going. And we'll take a 1-minute break. It's 8-4 South Warren over Barren County.
Cold weather means you've got some things to take care of, like heat to keep you warm and comfortable. Put it on your list of things to do. A call to Southern States Glasgow to fill your propane tank. Southern States is one of the top suppliers of propane gas in the country, and your Southern States in Glasgow is the local, smart, reliable source for all your propane needs. Safe, clean-burning propane gas is the premier energy source for heating and appliances. Call 651-6167 and 651-2159.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31 East South.
Just past the railroad tracks.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
Well, we go to the top of the 7th, and Barren County trailing South Warren here 8-4. Jordan Harris. Then we go back to the top with J.P. Hyde and Jackson Reese, trying to keep the game alive here.
Yep, down to the final 3 outs unless we make a run here.
Well, it's happened before. I mean, of course, it was at the bottom of the 7th that Barren came back from Allen County, Scottsville.
Yeah.
Was down 9-4. We did that game.
Yeah, we sure
came
did.
Back, scored 6 runs at the bottom of the 7th and won it 10-9. So anything can happen.
That's right. As Yogi Berra used to say, it ain't over till it's over.
That's right. That is right. Well, they've got Tanner King, who came in and replaced Austin Allen for the Spartans. So Jordan Harris will lead it off here.
Yeah, Jordan is 0 for 2 today.
The big inning for South Warren was 6 runs in the 3rd. You take those away, and Barren actually has the lead.
Yes,
4-2,
sir.
you
Yes,
know?
sir.
Just a bad inning.
Just a bad inning.
Yep. Jordan Harris. King with a pitch. And it is low for ball one.
I'd say right now Coach Estes may have his guys taken until they get a strike.
King. And that one's going to go to left center.
That ball's hit pretty
They're
deep.
going for it there. They made
covered
the
a lot
catch,
of ground.
though. Man, that was Reynolds that took a lot of real estate to get to. Trojans with one down now, and it's J.P. Hyde going back to the top of the order.
Yep, JP's 1 for 3 today with a run scored.
Fourth time at bat of this game for J.P. Hyde. King with a pitch. Swing and a miss by J.P. Hyde. King outside, high. He was a count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Warren East and Greenwood in the second semifinal game tonight. Pitch from King. And Hyde swings on that pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Seemed like it was 30 last night.
And here's King. And that will be the second out of the inning. Going to be up to Jackson Reese to keep the game alive here.
Jackson is 2 for 2 today with a run scored.
Jackson Reese has had a great year for Barren County, along with the other seniors as well. It's been a great season if it comes to a close here tonight. And counts 1-0 to Reese. King out to left field. That's going to be fouled.
We're in the cement mixture.
Yep, I think it went right in there. I'll see Cameron Cook go and get that ball.
Yep.
Well, the count's 1-1 to Jackson Reese. Sutton Hyde's on deck if needed. And hopefully it will be. And that pitch.
Outside.
Yep. 2-1 to Jackson Reese. King with a throw to Reese. And he chops it toward the shortstop. Charging for it, and the throw to first is there. And that will end the ball game, and that will also end the season for Barren County as they fall to the Spartans by a score of 8-4. Spartans will move on to the championship game tomorrow night. They'll face either Warren East or Greenwood. Of course, as we mentioned throughout the game, South Warren, the #1 team in the 4th region, even though they lost to Greenwood in the district championship game. So, you know, they've got their chance to come back and win the region tomorrow night against either Warren East or Greenwood. Final score again here tonight. South Warren 8, Barren County 4. We'll be back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes here at WCLU 104.7 FM.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have
by a score of 8-4. Barren County got the first lead of the ball game. They did score a run in the first inning, and then they had 1 in the 4th and 2 in the 5th, where South Warren scored 6 in the 3rd and 2 in the 4th, and they went at 8-4. South Warren had 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Barren County with 4 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors in the game. Barren County season comes to a close with a record of 24-11, 15th district champions under J.R. Estes, and South Warren now goes to 29-8 and into tomorrow night's 4th region championship game against either Warren East or Greenwood. That game coming up at about 8:15 or so. Looks like game time will be for that. Scott, have you got your stats ready there? You want to?
Yes, sir. I'll start with South Warren. Camden Page was 0 for 2. He scored a couple runs. Griffin Reardon was 4 for 4. Scored a couple runs with an RBI. Ethan Reynolds was 2 for 3 with a run scored. Brandon Perkins was 1 for 4. Ty Krogan was 1 for 3. He had 2 RBIs and a run scored. Jackson Decker was 1 for 4. The run scored, 2 RBIs. Casey Green was 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Gray Pearson was 1 for 2 with an RBI, and Joseph Fentress was 1 for 3. For Barren County today, J.P. Hyde was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Jackson Reese was 2 for 3 with a run scored. Sutton Hyde was 1 for 3 with a run scored. Kevin Coffey was 0 for 3 with an RBI. Axel Dysham was 1 for 3 with an RBI. Jackson Vincent was 1 for 3. Aiden Keeney was 1 for 3. Price Thompson was 1 for 3 with an RBI. And Jordan Harris was 0 for 3.
Been a good season, though, for Barren County. They won the 15th district tournament, went through some coaching changes during the season as well, and still, a great year.
Yeah, it was a great season. He won the 15th district. Just happened to play one of the better teams in the state of Kentucky, and if it wasn't for the 3rd inning, which just did all the damage, but Barren County hung in there and did really well. We got 8 seniors on in my last year of coaching. Sutton and JP, Aiden, Matthew, Jacob, Jackson, Joey were all freshmen. So
we didn't mention Joey Myers because he got hurt and did not get to play in the postseason.
Yeah. And so Axel Dysham didn't come in until after I had retired from coaching, but just very thankful and grateful I got to be around those guys. They're a good bunch of kids. They got good parents. And so they've had a good 4 years at Barren County, and wish those guys the best of luck in their future endeavors wherever they end up.
Yeah. Some's going to go on to college and play college baseball. Some will go on to college to, continue their education and academic skills. And
what's the old saying that everybody's going to turn professional and may just not be in sports.
That's right.
You know, so hopefully maybe some of them will get that opportunity later on down the line. But just a great year for Barren County. Nothing to hang your hat on, or you keep your head down about. Barren battled back and was down. So battled back, scored a few runs, and so it was just there's only one team left in the end.
That's true.
So
that's exactly right.
Nothing, and I appreciate you letting me be able to be on the radio, and
appreciate you
it was
being
fun.
on the broadcast this year.
Yeah, it was fun to kind of be around it again.
Do it again next year.
Yeah, if you want me to.
That's absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. 8 seniors on this team. We talked about Jackson Reese, Sutton Hyde, J.P. Hyde, Axel Dysom, Aiden Keeney, Joey Myers, Jacob Spence, and Matthew Estes, the 8 seniors on this Trojan team. Their last high school baseball game. It all ends here. And, not too many teams get to play here.
No,
think about it.
And there was several years where the region was played. If you won your district, the first round was actually played at that school. So it's a good opportunity that everybody gets a chance, that everybody gets to come and and play at Western. That's kind of your reward for making it to the regional tournament. And it's a good venue, good place to play, beautiful park. Mm-hmm. And it's real fun to be able to be a part of this.
Yeah. Well, that's going to close out our baseball portion of our broadcast. Now, tomorrow night, I'll be right across the street over at the WKU softball complex. The Barren County Trojanettes are in the semifinals of the 4th Region Softball Tournament, taking out the #1 team in the state, the South Warren Lady Spartans.
Yep, another Barren County South Warren matchup, and good luck to Coach Myatt and the staff and the players for the Trojanettes, and hopefully they'll come out with a big win tomorrow night.
Be a major upset for sure, and you never know. We've seen major upsets happen.
That's right.
Sure have.
That's right. That's the reason why you play the game.
That's why you play them. That'll be following the Warren East Cumberland County girls softball game. First game at 5:30 tomorrow. Warren East and Cumberland County, and then Barren County and South Warren. We'll be on the air. I think there's 40 minutes between games, so it depends on how late that first game goes. Depending on the 7:30 start, of course, we may be a little later than that, but we'll let you know. We'll go on the air about 15 minutes before game time tomorrow night, but the slated start time is 7:30 for Barren County and Warren East tomorrow night. Until then, for the entire crew, the BC Live crew with Aaron Russell and Scott Gillen here, Jake Norris back at the studios, Evan, and everybody. Until tomorrow night, we'll see you over at the WKU softball complex. Jay Turner, good night, everybody from Bowling Green.